Okay.
Hey, story time, y'all. Story time.
Story time of how we majorly got screwed. So we have been keeping it under wraps because we just wanted, things to go a certain way. Sometimes you're not supposed to talk about all the moves you make. But we were in the process of buying a new house. And so we were selling our house so that we could buy a new house. Um, we reached out to several different like agents and buyers. We kind of wanted to do like a cash deal because we wanted to close quickly. There's some repairs that need to be done to the house, like basic stuff like painting, but also like the living room floor needs replacing. It's a laminate. We didn't want to have to deal with that. I work from home. We didn't want people coming in and the house for showings, so we just wanted to um, we just wanted a cash offer for our home. So, you look at one thing on TikTok and then you get bombarded with the same thing over and over again. So I had saw an ad for We Buy Homes, like cash as is, quick close, all of that. So we went on. We did the ad. We did multiple TikTok ads.
You gotta say his name, baby.
I will say his name. So we got an offer with one. They were great, and then we got another offer. Okay, from the name of the company or what he tags the company, it is ready to sell now. We found them on TikTok. We submitted the request for the quote for our home, and he came out like the next day or the day after we had submitted the request. We told him we need a fast close because we've already found the home that we want. And he came in, he did the inspection. He was like, yeah, no problem. We told him what we wanted, the minimum we could take. He was like, yeah, I don't think that'll be a problem. Cool. He's like, I'm going to get with my underwriters. I'll get back to you. Like, okay. The next day he comes back. He's like, yeah, we can make that deal happen. No problem. Okay, great. This sounds great. Again, ready to sell now is the name of the company. The guy we dealt with is David Simmons. When I look at his email address, it's what D Wood? It's DAWDUD Simmons. He was the one we were dealing with. We go through the whole process. We get all the paperwork done. We get everything done. The week that we're closing, our closing date is on December 23rd. So, mind you, we have packed up our entire home, our baby's Christmas, because we're expecting to be moving on December 23rd. That following Tuesday, I asked him, are we good to close? Yeah, no problem. Then the next day, I think that Thursday, checked in, everything's fine. That Friday, I didn't reach out because I'm like, we're good to close on Monday. Everything's fine. We had our closing time scheduled. That Friday, on a Friday, one business day before we're supposed to close at 3:47, he sends me a message and is like, we can't get the deal done. We're not going to have the funds until like first week of January, maybe mid-January. I'm like, no, dude, like we were very clear. So I call him. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I just spoke to you the other day. We were good to close. Why are you saying we can't do this now? Like, what's up? And he was like, well, it's the holidays. That investor can't work with us, that we can't get the funding. He was like, but give me until Monday. Like, it's fine. How about I just get you what you need to close on your home and we'll go from there. I'm like, okay, that's fine. When will we get the rest of the money for the sale of our home? He's like, after we sell. Okay, we'll do that then. David Simmons, ready to sell now. I'm blowing him up all weekend, like trying to make sure we're good. He's like, no problem, like fine. That Monday, when we're supposed to close, he hits me up and he's like, I can't do it. I can't get it done. And I admit, like I was frustrated. Like we have canceled all of our services. We have the new service being turned on at the new house. We've got movers set up. We're supposed to close on the new house that afternoon. My daughter's therapy has been pushed off. Like we had to get new nurses and physical therapist people because we're in a new zip code. So she hasn't been getting her services. Like I did. I kind of got angry and kind of went off on him a little bit. And he's like, well, I had some, issues and family problems, and I had some deaths in the family, and I don't want to have to be working on your deal when I should be with my family. I was compassionate, maybe not as compassionate as I should have been, but I was like, look, I understand. But you made these agreements. You said you would get this done. So where do we go from here? He was like, if you can reach out to your builders, I can get it done on the 30th for sure. I've got plenty of lenders. We can all close on the 30th. Okay. I'm like, are you positively sure? Because we don't want to lose our house. Mind you, we've put up the earnest money for the new house, $5,000. If we don't close, we lose our money. So not only have we taken off time from work, all our services are, I'm having to try to get our services restored. It's just been a mess. But I'm like, fine, if you can get it done on the 30th and you're sure, David Simmons, that you can get it done at Ready to Sell Now, we will do it. I don't reach back out to him until, Thursday? I started messaging him on Thursday, like, hey, do you have a time for us to close? We need to close pretty early in the morning because we've got to be at the title company for the new house in the afternoon. He was like, I don't have a time yet, but I'll get it to you. Okay. I don't hear anything else from him again. So I text him again at 7:45 that night. Mind you, I haven't slept the entire week because I'm worried that something's going to go wrong. I text him that night, no response. I'm like, okay, well, it's after hours, whatever. I text him this morning at, I think, 8 o'clock, and I'm like, hey, can we get our closing time pretty early this morning? We need to coordinate, like, work, we have things we need to coordinate. No response. I wait until about 10 o'clock, and I just reach out to the title company that we're supposed to be closing with because the girls over there are great. The Fidelity Title Company here in Fort Worth off Camp Bowie. They were great. Super informative, really sweet girls. Reach out to them. I'm like, hey, have y'all heard anything from the buyer? I'm calling, I'm texting, I'm not getting a response. She's like, yeah, I actually got a termination notice for the sale. And she forwarded it to me. I just immediately lose it. And so I'm calling him. He's not answering. I text him. No response. Try calling again. And now it's going straight to voicemail, or it does that beep thing. So I'm pretty sure he's blocked me at this point. No, nothing. Nothing. He just said for the reason for termination is he couldn't get the funds. Our issue is you knew from jump that you couldn't get this deal done, and you still went through. You have, babe, show everyone. We're also filming a video to post on his. Look at our house. There's boxes all packed up. We're living with our entire house packed right now. Again, my daughter's therapy people are assigned at the new zip code, so we haven't had therapy last week or this week. The mail has already been transferred over. At the new house right now, gas, water, and electric is on because I had it turned on the 23rd and I couldn't stop it. And since it was only going to be a week, I let them keep it on. And now today we have no buyer for our house. And if we can't give the builders a new closing date, they're going to term our contract for breach of contract and keep our $5,000. So I want to say, one, fuck you, David Simmons, for doing that. And I want to let people on TikTok know that don't click on his ad. Don't do business with this man because he will lie to you. He will string you along and he will put you in a financial situation that could be harmful for your family. He should have been upfront from jump that he couldn't get the deal done instead of stringing us along like he did. He's disrespectful, he's rude, and he is an incompetent businessman. And I'm beyond upset right now. And so I'm bringing it to TikTok because we found him on TikTok. So again, his name is David Simmons. The email address that he was using is dawudsimmons@gmail.com. He's also registered at info@readytosellnow.com. So if you see this company, don't do business with them because they're not truthful business people. I don't even know if they know what they're doing when it comes to buying and selling homes because this damn sure isn't how you treat people, especially around the holidays, to string them along and make them think that, you're going to close a deal and then you cancel at the last minute with no notice. So our video is ending now, but that is our story time on us potentially losing our dream home and not being able to sell our current home and having to start basically all over again. Right, girly? You want to stop your video? Yeah.